come to win.
So in this up-and-down roller coaster type season, the Bears and Redskins meet today for the right to face the Minnesota Vikings and play host to the NFC Championship.
Go Bears, let's go! Let's go Chicago!
You know what this is for, like we said before. This is for the World Championship starting right now. Let's go special. Kick it to the side and go.
Come on, Jimmy, come on!
McKinnon in motion to the near side. Here's a quick hit.
Melvin Thomas, touchdown up the middle.
Peyton is in the slot on the left side. A McMahon takes. He's back to throw. Sets up short. He's the right side. Touchdown, Ron Morris. Touchdown.
There was an eerie feeling of deja vu for the Chicago Bears. For the second year in a row, Washington was their playoff opponent. Once again, the freezing face of Soldier Field was the proving ground for a game of high stakes, sharp edges, and revenge. Might makes right could have been the motto of both teams. Two heavyweights standing toe-to-toe, landing and absorbing blow after blow. Chicago may have outmuscled and out-hit the Redskins, but once again, they could not outscore them. The Bears lost 21-17, but even as Washington hurdled their way to a world championship, Chicago was placing the chip back on its shoulder, intent that 1988 will be a year to bear down. The Monday night opener. The 86 champion New York Giants versus the 85 champion Chicago Bears. Super Bowl 21½.
Tomczak back to throw. Blitz is on. Tomczak lost it over the middle. Going for Morris. And
the defense summoned a ferocity remindful of Super Bowl 20. And Mike Tomczak calmly found the open man. It was truly a blowout.
McKinnon inside the 10. Dennis makes a play on it at the 6. Cutting left to the 10. Good move. 25-30.
Great teams rise to great occasions, and the Bears were breathtaking in their 34-19 victory. There would be no letdown against Tampa Bay just 6 days later. Neil Anderson's up-the-gut touchdown sealed a 20-3 victory. But suddenly the Stars were unable to perform, and understudies took the stage as strike rumors became a reality. Mike Ditka would make a go of it with his spare Bears.
It's easy to coach the guys who are tremendous stars in the league, the all-pros. I mean, they don't need a whole lot of coaching. But when you take a young man, a free agent, and you watch this kid develop and grow, and you can see the lights going on in his head where he sees this and he sees that and he learns, that's what it's all about anyways. And now we just happen to have 45 guys like that.
To paraphrase Kipling, if you can keep your cool when others can't, you'll make it through. The Bears did just that. Patterns became precise and receivers sure-handed. The defense played like the real thing. The Sean Paytons weren't the Walter Paytons, yet the replacement team won 2 of 3. The strike damaged the team's continuity, but Ditka and his staff redoubled their efforts. Some say Mike Ditka is a coach who retains the competitive fire of a player. When he did play, there was none more consumed with pride and winning. In 1987, number 89 became the first and only tight end to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He was a bull of a blocker and a classic team player who literally ran till he could run no more. Iron Mike, a Bear through and through. But now he'd be back on the sidelines, for his spare Bears were gone, and the regulars were back. Could a thoroughbred standing idle in its stall return to the race and win again?
I don't know if you can recapture it. I really don't. We're on our way to do this, and all of a sudden we're going to take a 6-week vacation, and then we're going to pick up right where we left off and take off again. I don't think you can do it.
The starting gate flew open against the Bucks. Chicago fell, then righted itself for a daring comeback.
Mike Tomczak draws back, hands it off to Anderson, sweeping left, gets a block from top there, makes the turn, 35, 25, 20, left side, he's going to go, touchdown! A high kick, McKinnon in his tracks to the 35, dancing to the 40, cutting right, 45, 50, right sideline, one man to beat, cutting left to the 40, 20, goodbye, it's over, Dennis McKinnon, touchdown!
All right, no flag.
Jim McMahon was back, and with 1:28 to play, made the play that had to be made.
Bears go without a huddle. Second down for the 6. McMahon looks to throw. Dumps it over the middle. Anderson in the end zone.
The Bears won by a single point. Their last-minute heroics would be repeated against Kansas City. Explosive kick returner Dennis Gentry cut back and cut into a 14-0 Chiefs lead. The defense finally corralled Bill Kenny after 4 scoring passes, while McMahon and Willie Gault teamed up for 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns and the game winner 31-28.
From the 38, McMahon on the back pedal. Steps up over the middle and goes. He's got Willie Gault. Taking right to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Way to come down. Willie. They did it again. Can you believe it?
No score, first period of play. First possession for Chicago's offense. Back to throw McMahon. There's another.
Neil Anderson scored on Chicago's first play in Green Bay, but with 56 seconds left, another miracle was required for the 3rd straight week. McMahon battled the Packers and the clock. With 4 seconds left, the wind swirled across the mud, and Kevin Butler's kick would have to travel 52 yards.
Out of the hole to Mike Tomczak. 52-yard field goal attempt. The angle to the left side. Tomczak down on one knee. Arm extended. Waiting for the snap from Maddox. Here it is. The placement made. The kick by Butler. It's on its way to the uprights, and it is gone!
Can you believe it? Oh, my God. Hot dog. And you can make the team another week. You gotta believe it.
52-yard field goal by Kevin Butler to beat the Green Bay Packers 26-24.
Can you believe it?
The Bears found a way to win, and their front wall provided the time to find that way. All-Pro Jay Hilgenberg, Tom Thayer, number 62 Mark Bortz, Keith Van Horn, and the sturdy Jim Covert.
I think first of all he has to be intelligent, know how to play the game. And I don't mean intelligent book smart, I mean intelligent football smart.
Covert and his fellow frontmen also had to overcome injury, but they played through the pain and stood tall. Mike Tomczak played well when called upon, and when tight end Tim Reitman was injured, veteran Emory Moorhead caught a pass in every game he played. Jim McMahon returned to find a new target in Cap Bozo, and a potential star in rookie Ron Morris, who averaged close to 20 yards per reception. McMahon completed nearly 60% of his passes, and at the end of many was Willie Gault, team leader in touchdown catches. But the Bears' foundation is the running game. Matt Suhey, Thomas Sanders, Calvin Thomas, and Dennis Gentry all possess big play qualities. And last season, number 35, Neil Anderson, emerged as the team leader in rushing and receiving. In the years to come, Anderson's impact on the game should grow. But in the years gone by, no one amazed us with his grace, awed us with his talents, and inspired us with his spirit like the great Walter Payton.
I look back at everything I've done in my life, I wouldn't change, because if I did, I probably wouldn't be the person I am now. I'm somewhat pleased with what I am.
He's a great example to young people. I mean, if you want to get to the top and not be satisfied at reaching the top and try to stay up there for a long time, I think he's the greatest example you could look at.
What makes Walter so special and so unique is his genuine, complete desire of being the very best possible.
In the game's history rushed for more yards. No one battered more defenders. No one performed with more class. He became the model, the prototype of excellence. Sweetness. For 13 years, he marched upfield against defenses designed to stop only him. He missed just one game, testimony of his unmatched durability. Walter Payton. He leaves with the game's records and the hearts of the game's fans. Week 10, the regulars were still undefeated. And in Denver, Jim McMahon turned in his finest performance of the year.
Back to fake to Payton, dumping the left side is McMahon. He's got his man spreading loose to the 40 down the left sideline. Willie Gault all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Split backfield for Chicago. McMahon takes, rolls right, being chased by Craig and throws the right side of the end zone. Touchdown!
This time there would be no McMiracle. The Bears lost. The first time they had done so in 25 starts with number 9 at the helm. It was back home then for the victory over the Detroit Lions.
Shotgun formation. Long takes the snap, back pedals in the end zone. He throws the left side and a leaping attempt is found. Down the right sideline for the end zone for the touchdown. John Gale.
The defense, Neil Anderson and Dennis McKinnon, sparked a 30-10 win, and the Bears were back in stride.
And McMahon back to throw. Dumps it over the middle. Wide open McMahon. Left to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5.
There would be no last gasp drama needed to dispose of the Packers the second time around, as Anderson and Thomas Sanders sealed an efficient and bruising 23-10 win. A victory in Minnesota would mean a perfect 7-0 division record and Chicago's 4th straight division title. Mike Ditka transformed the Lake Forest complex into a roller rink, dubbed the Metrodome the Roller Dome, and prompted Viking cheerleaders to don their skates. The Bears put pressure on themselves at Minnesota and welcomed it.
Here's the snap to McMahon. Rushes on. McMahon heaves it deep down the right side. Will he go out there? Over the shoulder catch. Touchdown! Chicago on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McMahon drills the left side. He's got Willie Golf. Spins away to the end zone. Touchdown!
A fire was stoked in the dome, and when Wade Wilson and Anthony Carter hooked up twice for scores, it threatened to rage out of control. Mike Singletary and company quickly doused the blaze with a mighty goal line stand, leaving Mike Tomczak in relief of McMahon to face a 1-point deficit with 40 seconds remaining.
Tomczak takes, he's back to throw again. Tomczak fires it over the middle. He's got Gentry, breaks the tackle, 30, 25, 20. He's to the 15. Touchdown!
The Bears were division champions. But after the win at Minnesota, a 2-week slump gripped Chicago. San Francisco handed the Bears the first of a pair of losses, and the proud Bear defense was questioned.
Well, I don't know whether there's problems with the defense. I don't think we felt like that we've played as well as we're capable of playing all during the year. We've been spotty. We played good at times. We played good in particular ball games, and it hasn't been as consistent as we would like, and that's a concern to us.
Sacks were not a concern. The Bears led the league with 70. Richard Dent's 13.5 were the second highest total in the NFL, while 5.5 in the last 4 games vaulted Steve McMichael into the Pro Bowl. In his 9th season, Dan Hampton played as recklessly as his first. Al Harris pursued opponents. William Perry engulfed them. Despite a -20 turnover ratio, the Bears still fielded the NFL's second-best defense. Otis Wilson outsacked all Bear linebackers, and Ron Rivera picked off a pair of passes. Captain Mike Singletary pounded his way to his 5th straight Pro Bowl, while All-Pro teammate Dave Durison led the defense in tackles and interceptions. Maurice Douglas, Mike Richardson, Todd Bell, and Reggie Phillips blasted enemy receivers. Vesti Jackson improved in his 2nd season, while the only touchdown turned in by the defense belonged to safety Sean Gale. Chicago's defensive backfield has always been staffed by hitters. There was no room for the timid. For 12 years, Gary Fensick was a receiver's nightmare. The dapper Yale man off the field, Fensick played with vintage Bear ferocity and retires as Chicago's all-time leading interceptor and tackler. Larry Finsick was a genuine overachiever, and in the season's final week, he rejoined the starting defense to face the Raiders. Nine sacks later, the Bears were 6-3 winners in a game dominated by the defense. The playoffs and a hard lesson lay ahead. Chicago lost and was left to ponder its fate. Defeat is either a burden or a cure, depending on the message the Bears elect to take from it. For the Bears of 1988, the message will be one of unity and purpose.
That's what football is. It's an opportunity. What they do with that opportunity is entirely up to them. But it's up to the commitment they're willing to make. And I'm easy to get along with as long as a guy breaks his butt. When I think a guy's dogging it or taking a short way out, then he's got no way, because I never did that. And therefore, a guy should have no problem playing for me if he's willing to do that. And if he likes to win, because that's my only goal. And we've done that. And we've done it in our style, and it's been a good style. It's been a fair, clean style of football. We play very hard. And I don't ever want that to change. And when I think we're not playing hard because people aren't putting out, then they're going to have a lot of problems with me.
Ditka demands maximum effort, and nothing short will be accepted. They must turn it up a notch as they aim for their 5th straight division title in 1988. A year to bear down.